Hello everyone, this is Ron back with another video today. It's a video about HDR drones. Recently, the Mavic Air 2, I'm just going to say the Air 2 from here on out in the video, it came out with the ability to shoot in HDR video. And that I think was the first DJI consumer drone that had this feature of the HDR video. Now we've had other HDR videos over the years. The Anafi, which is almost 2 years old, came out with HDR video, and but that's not going to be in the conversation tonight. We will do a video about a comparison with that someday. But at the end of last year, Skydio released the Skydio II drone, which had HDR video. So what we did in this comparison, with the Skydio 2 and the Air 2, we went out to the beach around sunset, and we flew the same flight with both drones, and we put the settings on 4K, 30 frames per second, HDR. Now I know the Skydio is actually capable of doing 4K 60 HDR. But the Air 2 can only do 4K 30 HDR. It can do 4K 60, but not with the HDR feature enabled. So that's a difference. But again, so we did a flight with the settings I just mentioned. Again, I tried to fly the same pattern, the same flight pattern for both flights. I mean, it's going to be slight differences, whatever. And I flew one drone right after the other. I started with the Skydio, landed it, and within 5 minutes, I had the Air 2 up in the air and flew the same path. Now, that being said, I mean, the light did change a little bit by the time that I flew the Air 2. What happened is we had a couple, clouds roll in and kind of maybe block the sun a little bit and change the lighting just a little bit. But actually, it also created some beautiful, sun behind these clouds, because it was the kind of big puffy clouds that you want in your photos. It was a beautiful night. So, but anyhow, I want you to, look at the results to see what you think. Do you think one's better than the other? I mean, they both look pretty good. I mean, we have ideal lighting situations, so basically almost any drone will look pretty decent in these lighting situations. But, I just want you to look at it and, see what you think. And, we'll come back later on at the end of the video and we'll kind of talk things over and maybe get some conclusions. So sit back, relax, get a drink, get a snack, and we'll see you in a few minutes. All right, enjoy. Okay, that was the Skydio II, the video from the HDR video from the Skydio II you just witnessed. I hope you enjoyed it, and now we're going to roll the Air 2 video. And yeah, I did want to point out, I put a card in there that we had a slight issue with the horizon when we did the reveal shot over the ocean, and I do see that once in a while in the Skydio, that tilted horizon issue. It's kind of been around from the beginning, and you don't see it often, but you do see it at times. But anyhow, so okay, here comes the Air 2, the HDR video. We're gonna roll that, and then we'll be back at the end for a few conclusions. Okay, enjoy. Go. Alright, that was our video comparison between the Skydio II in HDR video and the Air 2 in HDR video. I hope you enjoyed the comparison, and let me know in the comments down below, which one you thought was better, if either one was better, and why it was better. Just a couple things I'm going to throw out. I think I saw a little bit of more digital noise in the Air 2 video, and that may have been because it was a little darker when I flew the Air. Again, the flights were within, it took off 5 minutes after landing in Skydio, but again, the light did change a little bit. And you saw that issue with the Air 2 video where when I was flying into the wind, and I don't think I was in sport mode, I was just in P mode, but I flew into the wind, and the wind flipped my gimbal on 2 different occasions, which I have seen that, with the Air. If you're up especially if you gain a pretty good amount of altitude. It doesn't always have to be high altitude, but the higher altitude, the windier it is. And down at the shore here, I get a lot of strange like crosswinds and stuff that you don't see other places. But I've seen him push that gimbal around like that before too, and I don't think it's an issue per se. It's just not quite strong enough to handle flying into a strong breeze. And I've seen the same thing happen with my Mavic 2 Pro also. And I've gone back and calibrated the gimbal and did all my calibrations, and I still see it when I do that thing where again I fly into a pretty brisk wind, and I had the gimbal at the wrong position and it wants to flip it. So I mean, if you have the gimbal kind of aimed towards the ground, it doesn't seem to affect it as much as if you have it kind of aimed up a little bit. But that's just I don't know, me saying that unscientifically, just kind of based on random events. But anyhow, so again, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the Anafi out. It has HDR video, and I'll preface that by saying when I first got the Anafi, I tried the HDR video out, and I didn't like it very much. I thought it actually was it didn't improve it at all. It even made it worse. And after that, I actually started just filming. The Anafi has a P-Log, which is a flat color profile, and I almost shoot exclusively using the P-Log now, and don't even bother with normal video or even HDR video. But I will compare the Air to the Anafi's HDR video in an upcoming video. So again, hope you enjoyed this one, and let me know what you think, and we will see you on the next one.